because that was on Game Pass. Duh. I'm kidding, Tijo. I don't know. I don't know anything about it, so it would have made no sense to me anyway. Papa Doodle Doo. So this is anyway. Everyone, thank you for showing up. Someone else donated $150. I guess this is going to start becoming a thing for me to play more Kingdom Hearts 3 tomorrow. So I'll be doing it again tomorrow. But I saw, first off, we have to see Cody's face right now because it is a quality face. It is the best I just busted a nut face I have seen in. Oh, I got to get rid of the. There you go. Yeah, so he got swatted, and it was actually a fairly serious situation. So we're going to take a look at it. And I got swatted a few. I call them soft swats because there was like a non-issue. Cody's was definitely not the worst, but it was more serious than mine. You'll see what happened. The guy's a fucking psycho. And now he's running scared. I've dealt with this asshole for years. He's done very similar shit to me. But it's YouTube's. I guess it seems like YouTube's becoming more serious with these assholes, which about fucking time. And now he's running scared. Look, you don't have to like me. I don't care. You know, what's up, Neil? How are you? So T-Joe and Deadeye, thank you for super chatting is why I answered them. But I don't give a fuck if you like me. I don't give a fuck if you don't like my takes. I don't give a fuck if you didn't think I lost enough weight or whatever your problem is with me. You know. But when it goes beyond this shit, and when you want to start like hindering someone's personal life going into their like, you'll see the level this asshole went to. Yeah, he is busted all kinds of nuts right there, man. So let's begin because it's a fuck of a story.
Camelot 331 here, and it finally happened, and I'm actually pretty surprised. It took almost 2.5 years to happen, so I guess I'm not as popular as I thought I was. But no, this is something that YouTubers apparently have to deal with. Now, granted, I don't think most people have had to deal with what I've had to deal with in the past couple months, but at any rate, it is something that if you're in the public eye, you're going to have to deal with, because people are pretty crazy. They're pretty damn insane. I don't really understand why it's like that, but it's just like that.
Because you have people with mental health issues that are unchecked that feel that they really do feel like this is like justified. But why do you care so much about someone that you don't know, that has no bearing on your life? No, it wasn't Frank Hassel.
Just how it is, baby. So a little bit of context here. I've been dealing with some weird ass stuff for quite a while, and some of you may know a little bit about it. I have some videos about it in the past that I'll put in the description, but let's just jump right into how this started. So there was a lot of hate channels going on around me around this time, about 8 months ago maybe, and one of them kind of went a little hard, and how I...
Yeah, wait till you see what this piece of shit did.
I remember it starting is a lot of people in my family and old friends and stuff were getting messages on Facebook from a random ass person, okay? And that person, the profile picture was a woman, like an older woman.
Ah, sounds familiar. I sure do know what this is like. It's the same playbook. It's the same person.
And they were just saying, you know, copy and paste random stuff. And they would say, hey, he won't stop messaging my underage daughter or something. Try to make me look like a damn psycho. But there's other examples, and I'll give you one right now. He actually messaged my ex-wife and was like, hey, you know, what was it like being married to, you know, Cody or whatever? And she immediately said, hey, that's none of your business, you know, basically F.
The same picture. That piece of shit, like, bothered my family. was like saying disparaging shit. That's actually like a UK news reporter that the person was using a picture from. Like either trying to disparage me or like find out dirt on me. How fucking pathetic are you that you're going around? Wow.
Off. And that's whatever. And then she immediately messaged me and was like, hey, some random person, with no mutuals, messaged me. And here's the screenshot. So she sent me a screenshot of it. Well, lo and behold, the hate channel that goes hard as hell on my ass posted it to their personal Twitter. Their actual Twitter.
Mistreating women is terrible. And this is the asshole that people, this is who the quartering went to for information. Gee, Rich, why don't you like the quartering? Because he used someone's information that he knows was purposely going out to disparage people. The quartering is a piece of fucking shit. There, I said it. How do you really feel, Rich? Oh, okay, I'll tell him. The quartering is a piece of shit. If you needed any clarification on that. Going to this guy who's doctoring information that didn't exist between Cody's ex-wife to disparage him. That's who the quartering uses for sources on my personal life. Gee, Jeremy, I don't know why I tell you to fuck off. Maybe because you're a sensitive piece of shit who goes to psychopaths to get disparaging information that you know is not true. I don't know. Have no idea why I think you're garbage. Oh, yeah, and you're a hypocrite and you're a grifter. How do I don't know. Just DM me if you want to know how I really feel.
Twitter that was attached to their YouTube channel. So I immediately knew who had messaged her. They posted it within like 10 seconds of, it happening to my ex-wife.
Now, he was trying to go around and say that we did it. I don't even really like talking about this guy, but this stuff needs to be addressed. You know that, guys, though, I don't feed this shit. What? No, I'm not even going to tell you, DBZ. Wait for the cliffhanger here about the channel being nuked. Wait for it.
Well, the message they posted was not the message of her saying, hey, leave me alone. It was a doctored message.
Look, wow, this is pretty intrusive. Please do not message me asking information that does not pertain to you. He tried to say, look, wow, what a fucking loser. Hey, Jeremy, this is you made me knock over the bird. I'm sorry. Hey, Jeremy, this is your source, right? If you, I don't know how you could still support somebody after you see that this is what they do. I don't even mean to bring the quartering up with this. It just really enrages me that I thought you're so, for a person who's anti-cancel culture, Jeremy, you're so about cancel culture that you'll go to someone who's lying. Then I hear some word that you got nervous and you tried to cover your tracks too, Mr. Hambley. Wonder why. You don't think anyone wants you to know that you're this big of a piece of shit, right? But you are. You're garbage. And now everyone's going to find out, too. I didn't even think of this. This is not why I wanted to do this. I just want to talk about swatting, how it's not okay, and watch how manipulative this guy is. But think about the character of a person who would go with someone who knows purposely putting out information just because I hurt his feelings and he didn't like what I had to say. I didn't do anything like this to Jeremy. Oh, but see, they're all him and Ethan Ralph and all, they're all hypocrites. They act like tough guys and they're all get woke, go broke. But as soon as their ass hurts, they're like, oh my God, flag and block and dox and cry. Oh. You're hypocritical, narcissistic, power hungry cowards. That's all you are. You don't stand for anything. You just stand for filling those insecurities in with this stupid fucking thing called internet clout because you're all pathetic. Fuck all of you.
Insinuating that I physically abused her, which is hilarious.
Quarter of living rent 3 in my head because he went to this troll right here and it reminded me of it to get information. You like pieces of shit like that. You could just, here's the thing though you have to admit though, Charon. You have to admit if you like what the quartering does, like doing this shit and purposely putting out misinformation to try to ruin someone's character and canceling people, you have to say, I like Jeremy because he's a piece of shit and he reminds me of me. Right? Because he has no character. He doesn't have actual morals or a compass or anything he stands for. He just stands for internet clout. I guess you like that then, right? You just have to admit it.
So, obviously, I posted the original DM on the thread, which made him delete the thread immediately. You know, which is funny because...
Yeah, because he's a fucking coward who needs to cover his tracks because he's a piece of shit.
I actually talked to this person later on, and they said the reason they hate me is because I'm a liar, and they deserve fame because they spread the truth. Keep in mind,
Yeah, this guy is a parasite. He's an angry, jaded parasite who probably didn't get where he wants to get in life. So what he does is he leeches on to whatever YouTubers out there to get his name out there. He's just like he honestly, the quartering, Ethan Ralph, just this guy, this fucking freak who's an anonymous troll, they're all the same. They all pretend to stand for something, but they'll use the same tactics they call out. You know, it's what a joke. I'm so glad that people are starting to see this shit too, though. Maybe we'll watch that. That is all reminding me of that. Maybe we'll watch that. Someone sent me a it was a quartering roast by somebody. It was actually a really good video, but it's all true.
Somebody that doctored an image to make it look like I hit my ex-wife, they are claiming they're the arbiter of truth. That's hilarious to my dumb ass. All right, but maybe I'm asked backwards and it's Alabama, you know, because I'm from Alabama. So maybe that's just how things work in the real world. You just lie. It's fine. But it didn't stop there. It didn't stop there. Around that time, or maybe a week after, I started getting cash on delivery food to my house probably every 10 minutes.
And just think that someone has to be calling to do that. What a fucking pathetic, sad reject. To do that. I missed your second. I mean, Jeremy Crowder, Steven Crowder. Oh, he's another fucking one. He could fuck off to hell too.
Every day, especially during stream. And what this person would do is they had a Discord channel and they would monitor my streams and just, you know, send stuff to my house, which is, you know, relatively harmless. But my doorbell be ringing, which is kind of annoying. But whatever. But that one act right there kind of lets you know that in the future,
it shows the persistence. Okay, maybe it's harmless in and of itself. All right, they're sending you a Wendy's chili that Wings would eat.
Look here! Look, listen!
But the fact that they'll put that much intent in there just shows what... It's a red flag, man. But watch this.
Something dangerous can happen, because if people are just showing up at your house, that's different. Well, various other things were happening, like my address was being posted all over the comment section of every video. And also on my Odyssey account, which is another platform. And the person posting it had the exact same name as the hate channel that was doing all these things. And
yeah, and he's so fucking stupid too. Like, why do you leave all the breadcrumbs and use, like, for a person who's this dedicated, he really is a fucking moron. Yes, I heard about it. Now they have to have it. Yeah, send me a DM that may be video worthy, but People are going to be grabbing my breasts in the metaverse. How do you feel about that?
An interesting thing I'll get to in a second. The email that was used for all these things was the exact same one. And that's
he used to be but here's the thing, Cosmic. The guy ain't from America. He's from the UK.
going to play an important role later on. Well, eventually I started ignoring these kind of things because, it's the internet, right? We are supposed to expect this kind of thing. So I started ignoring these things, and I guess that upset this person, so they started going after people that would donate to my channel or super chat me during streams or stuff like that. And
he started threatening fucking people to stop donating. He got someone fired from their job. This is who the quartering uses for a source. Don't worry, I shouldn't talk about that, though. Hey, Jeremy, is this your boy? Is this your boy, Mr. Hambley? You wouldn't use a troll to try to cancel people, would you? I don't know. Maybe I guess you did, huh? Cope. That's what you'd say, right? Cope. This is all out there now, Jeremy. Stunning and brave. That's another one of your lines, right? It's all out there in 4K, dude. This was your boy.
And they went after one of the people that were doing it. Actually, multiple people, but most of them ignored it, including this person. But that channel
to Street Fighter. Who would where'd you send it to? On Twitter? I could check right now. All right, let me check something real quick. No. Yes, I got it. There's a big problem in the metaverse. That will be the title of the video. Two birds, one bear man. All right, I'm going to stop with the antics. Let's get back to this, and then we'll do other shit. Then I think we'll watch the quartering video that someone made. Oh, Jeremy, man. You blew it. I don't have it on there anymore, but I have this instead. How you going to deny that? And I haven't flagged you or anything, dude. I'm sure that what you did here is there's some kind of violation, Jeremy. It's not good. It's not good. Was going after the communist, as you called me, was it worth it?
the same hate channel with the same email, mass emailed his company, the viewer's company, trying to get him fired from his job.
And it worked. What about more Gavin McGinnis gold? Why did it found the unedited video of his interview with Copper Cab? It's pure gold. Oh, let me look at this. We won't watch this yet, but... Oh, no. He's another piece of shit. Why are there so many shitty people on this planet?
Job. Because he super chats me sometimes.
And what do you think that this fucking sexually frustrated, mentally disturbed, inferiority complex ridden asshole from the UK with daddy issues did that for? Because he wanted to make an example of someone who wanted to support a YouTuber. So he ruined his fucking life. Did I mention that Jeremy used this guy as a source? Oh, I'll say it. He used them as a, because Jeremy knew too. He knew this. Come talk about it, Jeremy. Come talk about my gastric bypass juice. Come in the chat, dude. I'll have you on Zoom. You could talk about it here. We could discuss right now. Come on, Jeremy. I know you're probably drinking. Come on now. And explain it. I'm all ears. I'm all ears as to why this was okay. You cry because I called you a piece of shit. I hurt your feelings. That's why you did this. I thought all these get woke, go broke, you, Ethan, Ralph, and you're so tough. Such tough guys. But as soon as your asses get hurt, you're the first to use the tactics that you say you're against because you're hypocritical, power-hungry cowards that are garbage. You're scum.
Well, about a month passes, and he does indeed get fired, which I thought was the dumbest thing I ever heard because there was no reason to do so.
I'd love to know that guy's job and help him call out the job and help him get his job back. Don't you think you do a little, like an ounce of fucking research before you just fire? You're disgusting.
But they did indeed fire him. I guess they just didn't want to risk any PR. Maybe they were looking for a reason. I don't know. But they did indeed fire him. And he still is not working right now to this day. He's still, going through an interview process for different jobs. So he hurt that guy's actual financial, state.
Yep.
Which is insane as hell to me. But let's move on. So we go on to the next thing. And the pizzas and whatnot and the hate videos and whatnot keeps happening every day, whatever, and I'm ignoring it. Well, then...
Listen to this shit, man.
And the big one happened. So let me elaborate what happened here. So I was just sitting here chilling. It was probably 1 p.m., maybe 12.
The thing about incels is not about sex. It's about controlling. If it was really about sex, why not buy an escort instead of... Dude, like Elliot Rodger was out of his fucking mind. Didn't someone catch that, like, quartering was... Yes, I saw that in the video we're going to watch after this. Forced cream pies. Why forced? It's kind of weird. If you're speculating on me for misinformation, Mr. Ham, that was actually on your search, on your live stream. Why are you looking up forced cream pies? Why forced? It's a little odd. I don't know. It's kind of like Jeremy's a fucking weirdo.
And my roommate, Tiny, was downstairs. And all of a sudden, I hear this just beating on the door. Like, aggressive beating on the door. Multiple beating. And Tiny screams at me, and she's like, the police are here, the police are here. And she, like, runs upstairs because I guess she's like a baby. I don't know. So I go downstairs.
He meant horse cream pies. Sorry, that was pretty good, though. Who said that? Real safe.
Because, you got to answer that door or else you die in a day. And... I'm not exactly ready to die. Now, I did have the option, which was plan B, and that was just to run out screaming, and then, suicide.
Yeah, don't do that. I've seen a lot of police activity videos. That's not a thing that you want to do.
By cop, it's fine. Then I don't have to pay my mortgage or any bills anymore. But I went with option A, which was answer the door. So I answered the door, and there was a couple of police standing there, and they had their hands on their waist where their firearm was, and they were all shaking. It was kind of scary, but whatever. I'm pretty cool under pressure, kind of. It depends, If a girl bumps into me, yeah, that's it. I can't handle that. But
he just instantly nuts like that Damon Wayans character. He played a superhero and went, eh. Could you picture Cody just like an attractive woman bumps into me, just like, oh. Those are things that I think about. Like man, yes.
But no, so they're in like battle position, and I'm like, hey, what's going on? And one of them
for Street Fighters, yes.
Win. Perfect.
Well, that sends me in a headspin.
Started talking. He was the lead or the sheriff or something in my town, and they were extremely pissed off.
Think about what this fucking freak from the UK did. He wanted to put him in his most dangerous situation as possible to possibly get him harmed. Think about that.
Step one. I don't know if you've ever been pulled over before. They were mad, and I don't really know why, but I guess I do know why now. But so.
Yeah, everyone's like, why does he have a southern accent? Because he's from fucking Alabama.
Oh, the main guy starts talking, and he says, "Hey, we know that you have race cars in your garage, okay?" And I kind of immediately knew what was going on right when he said that. And he's like,
Listen to this shit.
"We know that today, like as of right now, like you have been racing them up and down your street over 100 miles an hour. Today. Like that day they showed up." And he's like, "That is highly illegal." And he's like, "There are people that are they're afraid for their lives." And they were basically ready to confiscate my race cars right there with their hands on their firearms because of what they believed was happening. And this guy was like,
I mean, yeah, dude, Sonic Fan Gamer, there's just a point. Like, you think that my takes on him are bad, like in my videos that I made, even though one of the videos had evidence of him being a piece of shit, but still, there are people that are very devout fanboys to him. But this, how do you refute this? This isn't like some kind of like, oh, Keemstar said some bad shit about Jeremy and Jeremy said some shit about, like, this is like, he is a piece of shit with evidence. How do you deny that? Oh, well, the only way you could support that is like, well, Rich, I like when people are terrible. That's it. That's all your argument is at that point.
he was like, want me to open my garage and whatnot. And he's like, if anybody would have seen you, you would have lost that. You would have went to jail. He's like, and he was saying that he could take me to jail right now with what he knows. He's like, well, I can take you to jail right now with what I know, which is what he said verbatim. Now, I let him talk for a few minutes. He was real pissed, but I've been pulled over a bunch, and cops are usually mad, which is fine. But I don't know why, but they're mad as hell. So I let him talk, and then at the end of it, when he kind of gave his spiel, I was like, all right, can I ask you who, made this complaint, right? Because I already know. And he was like, I can't give out that information, is what he said. And I was like, all right, cool. Let me give you like some context. And I was really nice. I was like, there's a guy. He's been sending stuff to my house. He's been messaging my family. He's been doing all these things. He's been harassing me for almost a year. And he emails random people trying to get me in trouble. And I was like, is there any way that you could tell me that the email was sent by a Joe Fassbender, which was the name?
Dude, he's out of his mind. Yeah, it's about control, and this guy, even though he doesn't want anyone to know who he is, which you'll see, he wants the notoriety of, look what I did. It's pathetic. It's insane. He's sick in the head.
And he immediately looked down and sighed and was like, yep, that was him. And I was like, okay, cool. Yes, so just a little clarification.
I'm so sick of hearing about fucking NFTs, Isaiah.
I have never driven these cars on the road. One of them doesn't even have an engine in it. And the only time I ever drove down the street was the day I got this blue 12 car. That was a year and 8 months ago when I filmed a video for it. This car has never been not on a racetrack since then. So what happened was he explained everything to me after, and his demeanor completely changed, and the cops were cool, and they wanted to see my car, and they were gushing, and
Yeah, he used the same fucking email. Like, he's slipping up in his old age, man. This troll's been at it for eons, forever, at least over half a decade. 6 years. No. 7 years. This same fucking degenerate has been doing the same shit for 7 fucking plus, probably longer.
He had a great time after that. But at first, man, they were aggressive, and they were holding their guns and shit. But he explained to me that a random person had anonymously emailed them from that same email, the same exact email that got my friend fired, that is attached to the Facebooks that are messaging my family, that are also
RTU. Yep.
So attached to all that
Lounge
stuff,
Jack.
and it's attached to the exact same email, which is attached to the person that runs that YouTube page, which we'll get into soon, because actually it's pretty crazy. So he says that somebody anonymously contacted him saying, I almost hit someone. I've been racing up and down that day, and they were
No, I've never heard of the. People know him by name. He must be fucking serious.
Afraid for their lives. So they were coming up there to arrest my ass. Luckily, they didn't beat down my door. But when I explained everything, they were immediately cool, and they wanted to look at my cars, and then they left. And that was the last time I ever heard about it. Now, at this point, I had had enough. I'm like, all right, cool, this is getting too much, because if something like that goes sideways and I get shot in the face, that sucks. I don't want to get shot in the face. Shoot me in the ass, not my face. All right. So here's what happened after that. This is the end of the story that no one knows yet. So I was like, all right, cool. I'm gonna file a lawsuit. Okay.
Dude, NFTs are like the worst thing to ever come out of the whole crypto shit. Anything and everything.
This is getting falsifying police reports, harassing family. I'm pretty sure this is getting to the point where it's getting illegal. So I talked to some legal advice. They were like, yeah, you should do that. So I decided to move forward, but I don't have this guy's information. I roughly know kind of, but I don't have his actual information. So I talked to my YouTube contact. And they were like, hey, we can actually go through a process where we, get his information for you. So we started a YouTube chain, basically, where YouTube was messaging me, and they were messaging this guy back and forth. It's like a claim where he sends, like, I'll claim, like, say, a video that has, just an unaltered, like, full-length video of mine, where he's, basically saying that I'm a fraud or something. And then...
Yeah, and watch, and then he tried to cry that, oh, they're taking down my... Yeah, dude, because you're a fucking psycho.
He
didn't try to take down your channel. You just had to respond the proper way, but you knew if you responded the proper way, then you'd be outed. Watch.
He appeals it, and it's reversed immediately, so no harm, no foul. But in the appeal, he has to give information for me to file a lawsuit. Well, lo and behold, that all happened. And he gave information to YouTube to give to me. And guess what his name was that he gave? Joe Fassbender. By the way, it's a fake name.
No, really?
And he gave an address. And I decided to look that...
It's like a porn star name.
...that address up. Or my friend did. And it ended up being a McDonald's in New York City. It wasn't his real address, obviously, because he's actually from Dalkeith, Scotland. So, and I know his name, his full name. So that's not it. So right now I do. So I respond back to YouTube with screenshots that this isn't his real address and all this. And YouTube immediately messaged me back and said they're going to handle it. And then they message him saying, hey, you gave us fake info, which, by the way, is against their TOS. And without hesitation, he deleted his own channel. Without hesitation.
Oh, I thought your channel got deleted. I thought you were being censored. Oh, huh? I thought you were being censored. Had people come in here and super chatting, free, whatever the fuck his name is. You fucking coward.
His channel that had a couple thousand subs and hundreds of videos. Deleted it without hesitation because he didn't want to give me...
Yeah, because he knows once he gets outed, he's fucked. And he's getting sloppier as time goes on, too.
...any information because he knew he's broken the law about 50 times. All right, look, disclaimer, boys. Trolling people, hating on people, even making hate videos, that's fine, dude.
Yeah, I don't fucking care. Minus the ones where, like, someone said that I sexually assaulted somebody at a job where there was no women at. At the time I was there, they were like, oh, I'm like, dude, I would have worked at Radio Shack then. And it was all dudes. There was no women there.
Criticism, I get it. But when you're like...
And that guy admitted, too. He's like, yeah, I paid some, like, woman on Fiverr to read a script pretending that they, like, oh, they worked with you. That was another one of those winners that are out there that I won't name.
Falsifying police reports and getting people fired and trying to get me... I
Imagine paying someone to read a script to pretend that they... it's incredible.
I understand the situation. So I'm filing a damn lawsuit, right? But he deletes his YouTube channel, and YouTube actually messages me the next day saying that he deleted his YouTube channel, so they can't really pursue anything.
Because here's the problem, is that there needs to be an update in law and international law, so when people do shit like this, they could be held more accountable. Like, why can't YouTube do anything now? Because the fucking coward deleted his YouTube channel. They have no information? Like, come on. What a fucking coward. One of the downsides of anonymity on a coward's like junk. Yeah, you can, but you can't get rid of it, because then that kills the idea of the internet. There's been a lot of good done from the anonymity of the internet, you know?
The funny thing is, I've seen he has like 50 alt accounts. That's just his thing, his sock accounts.
Yeah, so he could keep doing what he's doing.
And
he's obsessed. He has to keep doing it.
He goes everywhere saying that I got his channel mass reported and removed. That's what.
Yeah, I know, because the same people were coming here like trying to make it like I was in on it. I had nothing to do with that fucking piece of garbage's channel being taken down. I ignored his channel. He tried desperately to not make me ignore it. He tried to go out of his way to like, I made a video on you. I don't care. I'm not giving you any recognition. I've dealt with you for 7 years. I've washed my hands.
What he says. It's completely untrue. He deleted his own channel because he didn't want to get in trouble, because he's a little baby ass. He's kind of a little baby ass. He's the kind of guy that...
Yeah, he's a coward. It's not about justice, or it's about he's trying... I guess it fills some void in his pathetic life, and it gives him a sense of empowerment to be like, oh, look how I can control people, sitting behind a keyboard like a fucking loser.
In real life, if he saw me, he'd start crying and shit his pants. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of that kind of guy. But behind a computer, he's a god. That's what he feels like anyway. It's like a narcissism thing. Look, trolling, hating on people, criticizing people, although depending on if they deserve it or not, it's distasteful, but it's the internet.
Yeah,
but
what are you going to do? I don't care.
Police to people's houses in hopes of them getting killed. Don't message their family, their spouses. Don't do that. And don't commit fraud and change damn messages around with your fornication. I mean,
with your fornication. Which, are you belch from Earthbound in Disguise? Yes. Yeah, but dude, Camelot's in the building. No, it's a sickness beyond that, man. Like, obviously, I hate the quartering. Am I going to do any of this? Of course not. I would never bother him. I would never put it outside of the fucking internet, man. He obviously doesn't return that in kind by going to this exact guy to put out lies that he knew were lies. You had Nicholas Diorio, you had Augie, and all of them talking about it. That's the anti-SJW, the get woke go broke bro of the internet. Come on, man. He's here to protect us from the SJWs, but turns into an SJW if the shoe is on the other foot instantly. But in his mind, he does it to take down the communist. I'm a communist, by the way.
You're forgery, damn it. No, and that was kind of the nail in the coffin, because the email he used on the message that he sent my ex-wife, that he then forged and then posted to his personal Twitter that was attached to his YouTube, was the same email that he falsified a police report with, got my friend fired with, did all that stuff with the same email. I don't know why he used the same email, to be honest, but he did all that.
How can his friend not get the job back when all this information is now confirmed? Yeah, I remember you can't do that until that was on Nickelodeon, right?
And it was all the same email, and it was the name he gave YouTube in the request for information. So it was pretty damning. And then he deleted his own channel. And then he deleted another one of his channel because he's
scared.
Somebody found out immediately that he had another channel, and he also has 2 more channels right now. One of them's named Jay something. I haven't looked at it. And then another one's named something else. But, you know, that's just how it is. So if you do
He got a job now. Okay, cool.
decide to do the whole YouTube thing, keep in mind this is going to happen probably. You're going to get...
It's almost guaranteed it's going to happen. You could get like 500 subs and this shit could happen. I remember there was a girl, this is back in like 09, 010 maybe, or 2010 maybe. Yeah, she got scared off the internet because there's fucking weirdos out there, man.
You get somebody out there that's going to hate you depending on if you're successful or not. Probably wouldn't go that... I don't think anybody should go that far, but people do. There's insane people out there. And that's just how life is, man. But I consider the matter closed, and I do have all the information and a lawsuit and everything ready to file, because I have all the information now. And I'm just kind of waiting for them to pop back up, and then I'm filing it and being done with it, because I don't really care. So it'll be an open and shut thing for damn sure. But what do you think about that? Has that ever happened to you? And do you think that's...
He's going to try his damnedest to try to come back. He can't stay away from this. He's going to fuck up again. So I hope you do have that weapon ready, man, because he's going to try. He can't stay away from it. It's like a crack addiction to him. He can't stay away. He's going to try again because it's a sickness. He's upset. It's like the fucking pedophiles who, you know, they always reoffend. He can't stop. It's out of his control. He's impulsive.
That's okay. Do you think it's okay to do all those things, forge messages, send the police to somebody's house, file a false police report, stuff like that, try to get somebody shot? I just feel like I don't...
This is Jeremy Hambley's boy.
I feel like that's no longer freedom of speech.
He got banned from Bigo. Of course no shit.
I think. I don't think it's freedom of speech anymore. So that's the story. I waited a few months to talk about it, to kind of let it all die down, because it was really spicy at the time, but I decided to talk about it today. So I hope you guys enjoyed the update, and check out the previous videos covering the same kind of subject matter in the description, and get the hell on it, doggone it. Make sure you subscribe and you share this video and you like it. Bye.
He's holding a nail clipper. Okay, let me get that. Yeah, man, I'm so glad he put out that video. I'm so glad he waited to not feed that fucking asshole. So let me get that quartering video up. I'm gonna go piss, and then we'll watch that. We'll watch that banger too. Birds, 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 beautiful birds. Oh man, that burp was that was a thing. Okay, who sent it to me? Yes, here it is.
Hello, Teabag.
Let me get the link here. I'll put it on the other one. And we will be ready to go when I get back from pissing. I don't remember barf, though. But I remember the show. All right, here we go. I'll be back in a second. All right. Shut up, Ertz. Here's another piece of quality content from, who is this by? This is Willie Mac Show. I was sent this. Let's have some fun. Hey!
Hello, Teabags, and welcome back to another
whoa.
episode of the Willie Mac Show. Today is a big day because we're going to be talking about an even bigger neckbeard than me. Yes, we're going to be talking about the quartering, aka Jeremy.
I'm dying inside, and all I see are demons.
The Quartering is a YouTuber with over 1 million subscribers. His content revolves mostly around anti-SJW videos. In fact, I like to call him the anti-SJW SJW.
That's exactly what he is. That is literally not an exaggeration in any way at all. He gets offended easily. He uses the same tactics as the people he calls out, but he just calls out the other side of the aisle. He is literally an anti-SJW social justice warrior. There's not even a debate about that. It's not even up for debate. It's not even just an analogy. It's a fact.
Now, I could make a video talking about how hypocritical he is. He's the kind of guy that would complain about old tweets being brought up to...
Ah, yes. Everyone knows how the right wing is aside constantly canceling people for old tweets. Those pesky right wingers are at it again. Well, you are a right winger, and you do that, so you probably were at it again.
Cancel people when he's done the exact same thing. I could talk about how lazy and brain dead his content is. He just sits there and reads
The quarter pounder. Wasn't it Mr. Mediker that made that up?
articles, doing no extra research. Like when he uploaded a video about how a primary school apparently had litter boxes in the bathrooms for students that identified as cats.
There's stories swirling all over the internet about a Michigan school allegedly putting litter boxes in their bathrooms for students.
Now, look, okay. I'm very self-aware. Some people don't like the bird jokes. I understand. People think I'm weird. They think my humor's dry and is when I do it with intro guy. And I don't have sex with him. But when I do the jokes like that and do the jokes with the bird, it's annoying. And I understand that entertainment is subjective. What one person may find entertaining, another person may not. And you may, quite frankly, find my sense of humor quite fucking aggravating. I got you. What are we getting here? Is he like pushing out a fucking fart? Why did he stop? What happened?
Who identify as cats or who are, I guess, furries? In the school. Now, of course, they've denied these claims, and we'll have to leave it up to you to figure out who's telling the truth here.
Bro, you're the one making the video. How is it up to me to figure out the truth?
All right, I'll give... To be objective, even though I think he's a fucking turd, what is he going to do? Fly down to the school and see if there's litter boxes in there? Like, you could verify it with other articles, but they're... like, I do that, too. I get multiple articles, but they all say the same thing. And usually a lot of time, like, say I'm looking up a gaming news story... All the like, say, I need to check for other sources. Like, say, like, IGN's the first one to drop a story. Comic Book, GameSpot, Kotaku, Dexerto, whoever, name another, in Polygon, they'll all, like, cite IGN. So it's really just the same fucking source anyway. So I'll kind of, like... not give Jeremy a pass on this. Maybe there was art. I didn't look up some. I didn't do a fucking video of kitty litter boxes. I don't care. Or if there's furries that take dumps in fucking kitty litter boxes in a school. Kind of weird, but I don't really give a shit. But, meh. Quarter running at 15 FPS on a good day.
The school says it isn't the case. There's been no evidence of this being the case. So why pretend like it is? It's so lazy.
Oh, I'm going to roast him, but, like, I hold that up where no matter what, whether I like you or dislike you, I'm going to be like, eh. I identify as non-diabetic. I'm going to eat a whole package of Oreos now. Well, even if you really aren't diabetic, you will fucking be after that. Dude, Fenta Zen, like, you could drive a bus through the pauses he makes. It's so fucking true. But the thing about the, like, with this one, like, fine. You know, and like I said, a lot of times when you look up a story, it's just people, it's just other websites rehashing the original. So if like GameSpot has like IGN and everyone else, or if IGN, everyone else will cite them. And then if it's, I can't think of another one right now. Fuck off. You know what I'm saying.
Lazy. Jeremy's content is so lazy, he will have a sponsorship to read for a video and accidentally cut it off halfway through reading it, ending the video early.
Use code The Quartering at checkout at Meta PCs. I know I'll be getting myself a brand new one before the.
I mean, look, I think he does actually have an editor. I have an editor. My channel's not as big as his. So maybe his editor fucked up there. I can't. Like, if I'm going to roast you, I have to roast you on something that I could be fully on board with and know the circumstances. You get what I'm saying? Like, I know that he went to a purposely lying psychopath to get information to disparage me. So, I'm going to go in on that. But this is like, yo, my editor, I mean, my editor's 99.9% on the ball, hence why I've kept him around for years. He's great. But mistakes happen. It's probably just a little cutoff. He still got the whole what he needed to get out for Meta PCs. Yo, Meta PC, where's my PC? I don't disparage other YouTubers and purposely put out misinformation to try to take down their credibility in channels. Why you go after me? I'll take a PC. I don't need it, but the birds do. I'm more disappointed the Quartering never talks about quarters. They're stuck in his beard, dude. The birds have transcended humanity. They're the best thing that has happened to us in a while. I want more cocks. I need them all over my face and chest. That's a little weird. Strange. Oh, look, someone sent me a picture of their titties. Ha ha, that would be a dream.
Do they get half their money back since you only read half their sponsorship? The Quartering's the type of guy that'll say something in a video that could be interpreted as racist or homophobic, and he'll catch himself, but he'll just forget to edit it out. I don't know if I've ever seen somebody start a...
Thanks for backing Camel. Yeah, of course. I meant to watch it. You know, like you really want to watch a video, but then like something comes up, and then his buddy, actually the guy who now has a new job, shout out to him, actually sent it to me, and I'm like, oh shit, and I watched it today. I'm like, yo, I gotta talk. Or did I watch? I watched part of it yesterday and watched the rest of it today. And I was like, yeah, I gotta talk about this because it's crazy. Shoot a vid while riding a horse. You know, you know what I would love to do if I like got my hands on like a new processor from Intel, like say they sent me a reviewer, I would love to do like a skit with Steve Brule, but I know that'll never happen, where he rides in on a horse and hands me the processor. Yes, that's a thing I've thought of before. It'll never happen though. Old Fart Gaming is in the building. I love your name. You get a cock for that.
A sentence with, it's not a false equivalency, and then realize by the end he just made a false equivalency.
It's not a false equivalency. My entire point is simple. Change one word. Imagine me saying, hey, I just started exclusivelygames.com. I'm only hiring white people, straight white males, because I mean the entire industry is full of you know, LGBT or women.
What? He's such a fucking idiot Not only, there you go, Captain False Equivalency.
Now, I guess that wouldn't be a fair equivalency.
No shit, you should have edited that out. Now I could make a 4-hour video on just how flimsy and weak this guy's principles are. He's a walking, talking hypocrite, but if you watched as many quartering videos as I have, you already know that Jeremy doesn't give a shit about his principles. So why should I? Instead, I'm just gonna make a video about how
I'm so glad that people are catching on to how much of a fucking fraud he is. It gives me joy.
much of a loser he is.
I love him.
It is. This is, dude. Did I sub to his channel yet? Oh no, I'm gonna sub to his channel and bell. I like this guy, Willie Mac Show. His content's actually good.
Hentai, I need hentai in my life. All day,
Is that Filthy Frank? Is that him doing Pink
I
Eye?
love hentai, I need hentai in my life.
Jeremy likes cartoons, maybe a little bit more than most people. He was angry about a remake of She-Ra.
For those of you that don't know, this is the original She-Ra. How She-Ra probably should look. Let's take a look at the original beauty from the 80s.
It's so weird. Like, who really... Even as someone who leans more right, I never... Yeah, because he's disingenuous. How could you follow someone who contradicts himself and goes exactly against the principles they pretend to have literally all the time? He's just a fucking shill with... He has no... Not moral compass, because I'm not like any... I could be a dick, too. But... He doesn't stand for anything. He just stands for whatever he thinks will continue his grift. Like, who fucking cares?
Yo, what the fuck?
Notice that it went from a princess, right? Because that was okay back in the 80s, femininity, you know, it was okay for women to be women. Nowadays, that
Why isn't that okay for women to be women now? It is perfectly fine for women to be women. We are just more accepting of different genders, and we're trying to be more accepting of different genders and different sexual preferences. Women, Jeremy, in case you haven't noticed, women still have titties. The titties didn't disappear, Jeremy. They're still here.
that's different, right? We want all of our women to be androgynous or male-like. And notice now all of a sudden she's an orphan. Why? Who knows? Yes, that's right. On the left is the new She-Ra. She-Ra. And here is old She-Ra.
Oh, who cares?
I don't know if you notice anything here, but that's a man.
Is it just because she doesn't have big tits, Jeremy? Is that why?
That's a man. That is She-Ra's body.
Imagine giving a shit this much about this.
That is a She-Ra action figure.
Yeah, it's definitely about the titties. I don't really understand because didn't he say the remake was about an orphan girl? And he's mad over the boobs? He then posted a big titty hentai picture on...
Like, even if you agree with him, like, why are we going... Now we're going all the way to massive missile fucking milkers.
Twitter captioned Coke. I saw this and I was trying to understand, I'm trying to rationalize in my head, and I thought, you know what, maybe if I really liked a show growing up when I was a kid, and then they remade it with all these changes, I would be upset too. But then he says he never even really liked the show that much.
He-Man was my jam when I was young, and She-Ra obviously not really. Other.
So why the fuck do you care? Like when I talked about Apu from The Simpsons, and yes, all right, it was an Indian stereotype when the show first started. But they fleshed him out into a character. And I actually genuinely like Apu from The Simpsons. If you don't care about a fucking show, why the fuck are you talking about it, Mr. Hambly? Why? Holy shit, man.
Other than, you know, my sister, you know, like She-Ra.
Then why the fuck do you care? It just makes me think you jerk off to cartoons.
But
I could see that. Wait, Old Fart Gaming. Very long time fan of ours. Been watching since Ralph and Big Cheese. Oh, God. Speaking of which, was inspired to donate to by my 5-year-old who said goodnight. Saw you on screen and went zibbity-bop and dot up, skibbity-bop and dot up. Boom. Her version of your intro. That's awesome, man. Thank you for watching, dude. I appreciate it. And just give me my 200.
I mean, I'm definitely gonna pleasure myself to this picture later.
Hold on. I did I miss some of the context there? It can't.
I think you jerk off to cartoons.
But I mean, I'm definitely gonna pleasure myself to this picture later. So
I don't. Is this just like something?
joke's on you. Joke's on you.
No, Jeremy, the joke is definitely still on you.
But you wonder what little girls, if they are viewing this and it's sold to them as like this.
Yes, Jeremy. As a childless man, tell me how to, as someone who has a daughter, tell me how to upbring little girls, Jeremy. Please give me your insight, dear leader.
Female empowerment thing and all that. What do they have to look up to? And you wonder what the young men's generation, the young men of this day are going to have to look forward to in women.
Absolutely nothing.
Nothing. Yeah, it's doom and darkness confirmed because Jeremy cannot see as many cartoon titties.
They should all just kill themselves because She-Ra doesn't have tits.
I need you, hentai.
I like this guy. I like him. Yeah, I like him. I'm a fan. I'm a fan. What is his name? You got to make sure you subscribe to him, man. Come on now. You got to subscribe to this guy. Show him some love. I'm so glad that people are finally catching on to Willie Mack and to the fact that I have seen this for so long and people used to get so pissed off at me when I called this guy out. And now people are they're waking up to the fact that Jeremy Hambly is a fucking turd.
You've always been in my life.
Jeremy is the most woke YouTuber I know. He talks more about LGBT, race, and...
So ASDF, when have I talked about this? This is the first time I've done something like this in a very long time. If you don't like it, don't watch it. I'll have a stream tomorrow not talking about this like 99.9% of my streams.
and diversity than any other creator. My favorite take from Jeremy is when he talks about diversity in Apex Legends. Extreme wokeness in Apex Legends proves SJWs are wrong about gamers. Okay, Jeremy, tell me about this extreme wokeness.
If you want me to get real here on a Friday, I don't
Jeremy, you never get real, but sure. Get real with me, Jeremy. I want realness. I want it all.
think that it was a mistake that when you look at the Legends roster and you have a non-binary character, a gay Pacific Islander, a black female with pink hair.
I'm telling you, an ideal world for Jeremy. Yeah, my boob, my dude. Look, man, look. I still have titties. The world's gonna be okay. I don't think he believes all of it. Or maybe he is that fucked. I think some of these guys are not well mentally. I'm not saying that, I have my issues too. We all do. But, think about this. This is a real thing from what I've been hearing that has happened. Remember the whole like the kill stream and all that? Like there was Andy Worski and then there was Ethan Ralph and then Mr. Mediker and the whole Flaggate thing with Boulder Mundane Matt. Boulder Talk Radio. That is an excellent name for a stream. I have no applause. Stop. Don't make me use the applause. But think about this. Ethan Ralph, just to show you the lack of mental stability, went to Portugal because he said he was going to rape Andy Worski's sister and then went there and got his fucking ass beat. I'm not saying... Look, no, he would... No, think about that. You're not well. Don't say it was... That's not something... Oh, he's just playing it up for the camera. You don't play up going to rape someone for the fucking... That's not something you play up. They're fucked in the head. He was part of that shit for a while. Yo, he looks like a skinnier version because this guy was like 600 fucking pounds, literally, of my math teacher. Yo, he does from high school. Ethan Ralph, yeah, that's what they're saying. Be right back though. I'm gonna go take a little bit of my minty fresh THC spray. I'll be right back, like in 30 seconds. Let's continue. Let's this anti-social justice warrior alpha male.
A robot that's agender or something like that. You have a female and another female.
We got...
Oh my God. It's over, man. Society is crumbling.
a female and another female. It's 3 females in one genderless robot? Dude, the politics this game is pushing is way too much. It's way too woke for me. Jeremy, I got a solution for you, man. We get somebody, they could mod the game for you, put some big old titties on that robot. You can get big titty robot for Apex Legends.
And you have, again, just going to put this out there, the only outwardly straight white male being fat and bearded, also behind a paywall.
Oh, no way. Jeremy's in Apex Legends? People have...
Or me.
Have it dead wrong about Jeremy. I've seen people call him homophobic in the past, sexist, but they forget when Marvel announced their new superhero Valkyrie was going to be LGBT, Jeremy was very supportive, tweeting, "I am here for it.
I am here for it. I want full-on, full nude, hardcore lesbian sex. No cutaways to sunsets. It's gotta be sweaty. slippery lesbian intercourse with the lights fully on multiple times throughout the movie. If Disney doesn't do it, then they don't care about inclusion. I think I heard about that. Rish's Luscious Hairy Ass Cheeks is now a member. Thank you very much. I think I heard something about that. That's pretty fucked, man. That's like if they show... I was in that movie with... that GameSpot movie, and a GameStop movie, and I guess it's fair use, but if I show that clip, they would fuck me in the ass with urgency.
I want full on, full nude, hardcore lesbian sex. No cutaways to sunset. It's gotta be sweaty, slippery, lesbian intercourse with the lights fully on.
But dude, this is something that's always happened. Like there's progress, corporations pander to the progress. There's progress, corporations pander to the progress. It'll even out. It'll balance out eventually. Probably after a civil war, but everything will be fine. It's not like we're on the verge of having a rogue government in the United States and we're going to have two different governments and we'll be okay. Everything's going to be great, right, boys?
Multiple times throughout the movie. If Disney doesn't do this, then they don't care about inclusion. Well, if you ever wondered what kind of porn Jeremy watches, there you go.
Mamma mia, mamma mia, mamma mia, mamma mia.
Jeremy does. And then he gets really drunk and deletes everything in the morning. I always feel guilty. Like, I deleted some tweets recently, not because there was anything damning him, but I was saying fuck too much. Like, I talked about this a couple streams ago where you could still be vile, but if you're saying every word fuck, it's like, what are you, 12? So I was like, nah, these aren't funny tweets. It was, like I said, go look them up. I don't give a shit. I'm sure someone screen capped and there was nothing like that I was trying to sweep under the rug. But he always does this. Like, he will tweet the most insane shit, and then it's scorched earth in the morning. Him or his assistant are doing that. Where they, like, she has to clean up his mess in the morning.
Making fucking dough in the pizzeria.
I didn't expect this to be a slide when I started making this video, but at this point I know too much. We know he jerks off to cartoons, lesbian superheroes, and potentially gendered video game robots. But did you know he had a fetish? During a live stream, he accidentally showed his recent search.
And it's definitely because it has the hour and has the thing that means he looked it up. Reddit forced cream pie. Maybe it was research for a video? And again, it was on his live stream, and if you see the hourglass, that means that someone typed it in their keyboard to actively search for the thing that the clock is next to. I know, I have that too. So Jeremy looked up Reddit force cream pie. Cope?
History, and forced cream pie was the first thing that popped up. I wasn't really sure what that was, so I put it in Google. And a bunch of rape fetish porn popped up. I'm not really sure what you're supposed to do with that information, but since I'm forced to live with it, you should be too.
I like the way this guy
congratulations.
You're so fucking ugly and your face is fucking foul. Jeez, you're so fucking loud. Can you shut your fucking mouth?
Jeremy cares a lot about looks. He cares a lot about how his cartoons look, and he cares a lot about how his women look. Famously, he made fun of the way Megan Fox looks.
I stand by that. Megan Fox had way too much plastic surgery and she looks like a cement face, in my opinion.
Yeah, well, in my opinion... Being a sexist asshole is one thing, and that's not okay. But let's not pretend for a second that being attractive, male or female, doesn't put you on easy mode for things like Twitch and YouTube.
It helps, but for every Pokemon or Pokemon, whatever, there's 8 billion women desperately trying to garner an OnlyFans on social media. So it helps, but it doesn't guarantee fuck all.
Well, I have to commend the quartering because his looks definitely don't put him in easy mode. In fact, I'm sure it makes it very, very hard for him every day. There's a reason she wears 6 pounds of makeup, and it's not because she wants to. Bro, you try to own people by tweeting out hentai. Shut the fuck up. Help! 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 The quartering isn't exactly the
I love it. I love it. I love it.
coolest YouTuber out there. One time his wife left his drunk ass in the basement while she went and got pizza for herself.
And again, he's not disparaging him. He literally says this. Take a look.
And he was molding the whole time.
My wife went out for pizza without me, and I'm angry about it.
Oh, you know he could be. We know he has a drinking problem. It's quite clear. I mean, sure, speculation. I'm not a fly on the Hambly wall, but thank God. But I'm sure that he is unbearable at times at home. This is assumptions, but I guarantee these assumptions. And I'm sure that she wanted to go out for pizza without him because he was probably being unbearable. Just a guess.
So I'm gonna win this round.
No, I don't have a THC problem. I have a THC edge.
And then
By the way, THC is not physically addictive, by the way. Would you like me to get some more spray now for you? I could show you me taking it.
I'm gonna pee.
I have a Yes, I have a THC solution. Oh, absolutely. Oh, you could try to hold against me that I have THC. I don't give a fuck. You want a white knight for this loser? Go ahead.
If I don't win this round, I'm gonna pee in my own basement.
And he doesn't mean pee in the basement bathroom. Oh, no, no, no. See, he's mad at his wife, so he's going to pee on the basement floor.
I don't have a toilet down here. All I have is a drain in the floor. I feel like we're gonna have to use it, though. Get up! Get up! No!
I mean, look, people have heard me pissing and farting on the stream before. This is like, meh. This is another one. It's like, who cares? Like, just because I don't like the guy, not a big deal. You've heard me pissing and I farted to the microphone.
Oh my God. I just peed in my basement.
That part is funny, though.
No, not in the kitty litter. Just in the drain.
As a kid, we used to have a home theater in our basement. It was a townhouse when I was a kid, and because there was no bathroom there, I used to watch movies and play games down there. I was too lazy to go upstairs, so I used to just pee in the litter box and blame it on the cat. Did she lock? The quartering sounds like if Eric Hart. I don't know if you'd be Eric Hartman. I don't really even know who you could compare the quartering to. Did she lock him in the basement? Probably. I don't blame him.
In the drain.
Drunk Jeremy is probably my favorite character arc on his channel. He once uploaded a video completely shit-faced.
This platform
Oh God, you could see it in his face.
Crumbling from the inside out, and they have abandoned creators.
Oh, he's about to get fake passionate. He's about to pull a Tucker Carlson. Thanks for having his spine and going after otherwise streamers of your size cower to quarter pounder because of his toxic fan base. Well, admittedly, I'm not doing this on my main channel. I'm not making a video on this. So you can hold that against me if you want to, if I'm being fully objective here. Yeah, he has problems.
And they have...
I mean, we all do, but it's almost like a regular enough occurrence where he has drunk meltdowns on Twitter, and then either he's erasing the tweets in the morning or, according to him, his assistant's doing it.
Abandoned creators.
I feel so powerless.
Dude, you don't care about anybody but yourself. Don't even make it like you're truly angry about somebody else.
More and more, creators are reaching out to me who are being taken advantage of by people promising to be sponsors.
He is crying in his sleep at night, sad about these creators. He is sucking he's like, man, I feel so bad. I feel so bad as I'm grifting and have absolutely no morals. I used to work with this who told me she slept with a 24-year-old, which I think in some states would be illegal, and the only reason she didn't sleep with a 30-year-old because he was ugly. Well, at least she has some standard. She said I was smart when I told her I wouldn't sleep with her.
And then they get their channel stolen, their livelihood stolen, and I can't do anything about it.
And I can't do anything about it.
Yeah, that was like some F tier fucking softcore board acting.
Make these videos. I make another video. I ask you all.
Googlefish, are you here? Is he going to star in a film with Tit Pig? That's the quality of acting that we're seeing here.
So please like it and share it and tag you YT creators on Twitter. Please do that with this one too, because it's literally the only freaking thing I can do.
I mean, sometimes I get really stoned and get funky with my words here, but I don't pretend to give a shit about something and look like well, I do look like a complete idiot, but at least I'm genuine about my stupidity.
Nothing.
It's okay, Jeremy. I still appreciate your efforts, man. The quartering is someone who's very proud of himself when he helps somebody out. He once what looks like drove himself home drunk from the bar and then posted a video to Twitter making himself emotional about how great he is.
No, not Jeremy. Up his own ass, miles up his own colon? No.
Seriously, I'm so proud of all of you.
Yeah, bro, he's in his car and maybe he's just decided to park and have his car on and be drunk in it and not drive? Okay, sure. Yes, he does need help, and I hope he seeks it. But he could still go fuck himself, though.
What good is a platform if you can't do good with it?
Yeah, this guy's wasted in the driver's seat of a car.
With the car sounding like it's on, allegedly.
I fucking love all of you. Fuck all the haters. For as much
yes, if you are in the driver's seat, they get
milking as I do, we do so much more good.
Jeremy.
Oh yeah, you do a lot of good. You are a patron saint, Jeremy. The patron saint of grifting.
How can you see how much good you're doing when you can't even keep both your eyes open?
And it has absolutely nothing to do with me, and everything to do with all of you. Seriously, thank you for making me look better than I really am.
You still look like shit.
All I know about him being a snowflake. Let's have some fun.
Women with dicks and weak men with vaginas.
Jeremy is very soft. He once nuked his entire Twitter because people were making fun of his dumb tweets so much. Where did all my tweets go? I am changing my approach to Twitter. Fewer tweets, fewer fights, and
fewer fights. Aw. Fewer fights. Fewer fights, really? How long did that last, sweetheart? Like half an hour? This is... Here, I'll put his channel in the description again.
more chonky dog and cat photos. This is about taking responsibility and taking action. I am very close to leaving Twitter altogether, but I think this will...
Oh, please do. Please. Please. I don't follow you and you never bother me anymore, but
help. So many positive comments in here, but also loads of cancer too. Just proves I was right to do this. You sound like as big of a snowflake as the people you criticized. Jeremy has the amazing talent of turning things around into making himself look like the victim. He's the ultimate SJW.
No, I know that firsthand. I may have tried to put out Facebook posts you had from over a decade ago that you've already discussed, Rich. But you and tried to cancel you and put up your dating profile and then put out disparaging stuff about the house that you purchased that you screwed your parents over, taking it from a troll who is a known troll that I knew was lying. But Rich, you called me a piece of shit and it hurt my feelings that I cried. Fucking coward.
You once tried to cancel a fellow Magic the Gathering creator named Talarian College for saying it sounds like you traded up when replying to someone losing a follower on Twitter. Jeremy then makes a whole video saying how the guy supports political violence because of that one tweet. People then started calling the professor a Nazi, which upset him because he's Jewish. When the professor explained why that offended him, because he had family who died in the Holocaust, Jeremy immediately twisted into making himself the victim.
No, really?
I received so many comments about Nazis and the Holocaust and my being one and what I'm doing. And, you know, most of my family
Look at that beard.
died in concentration camps.
What the? Oh my God, the fake shock look. You're not even good at being fake.
Did you just...
Like, try to make it more believable, man. Just like, damn it, I'm trying to help creators. I'm not trying to destroy them and put out disparaging information that's not true. Oh, wait, I am. I'm just pretending to be that way because the drama looks good in videos, even though I suck at acting.
Just evoke concentration camps to strengthen your video about mean tweets.
No, he's saying why he's not a Nazi. Only Jeremy could twist it this way.
And, you know, most of my family died in concentration camps.
What?
After the professor is done explaining how his family went through the Holocaust, Jeremy then makes a oven joke about roasting the professor.
I don't want to do... All right, fine, hold on. Looks like we're gonna have to roast the professor.
Very based.
$100, dude. I don't know what the fuck his deal. Maybe he's an only child. Like, could you picture him having kids? I would rather see DSP with triplets before Jeremy with any child. Yo. How is he not like, I'm all about, but he doesn't know. No, fuck giving. He's had 8,000 fucking chances. How is he not canceled? I don't give a fuck if he exists on YouTube forever. But, come on, man. How many more chances does this clown need?
Jeremy's made tweets, videos trying to cancel Hassan and Ethan for laughing at COVID deaths when he's done the exact same thing. I don't know if Jeremy...
Yeah, that was another quality tweet from him that he took down very fast. Trained and yeah, it's dude.
Jeremy actually cares
Never mind, bump this.
about anything he says, or if he just does it all for the grift. I'm going with the latter. Dude's a
Yeah, he doesn't go for the grift. He doesn't care about what he's saying.
shill.
Why can't we get along? Why can't we get along? Why can't we get along?
What can one say about Jeremy? Well, they can say he's a grifter, how his content is low effort, how hypocritical he is, but most importantly, Jeremy's sentimental. I made some tweets pointing out the hypocrisy of his brand, and as you might be able to guess, he took offense to it. Actually, he took no offense.
No, not Jeremy. Dude, he'll fight. He's worse than, like, anyone else on Twitter.
To it. It didn't bother him.
You could be rando with one follower, and he will fucking fight you for the rest of the day. God forbid he has alcohol in him, then he'll fight you for fucking, and then he'll just erase it every day, but he'll fight you for a year.
At all. He wanted to show how little it bothered him by quote tweeting it several times and arguing with his...
Wait, what is he saying, though? Pause.
Show how little it bothered him by quote...
Dude, this you? Because oh yeah, because he liked like one fucking thing. Yes, a while back. Yes, I saw eight
tweeting
thoughts.
it several times.
I don't even. Oh, I love that. That's dude. When all your argument is I have a following and you don't, you've instantly lost.
And arguing with his.
What? You're going too fast.
And arguing with.
As a commentator, it's kind of funny you don't understand the concept of clout chasing snakes. Oh my God.
With as many.
You two, are you also seeking literally the lowest IQ, folks? I thought you were a critical thinker. That fart kind of answered everything. Did you hear it? Did you hear it? Yeah, Jeremy, a critical thinker.
People as possible.
Me calling out a peer for a shit low IQ take on me can only be explained by me being drunk. You study Ethan Klein. Well, dude, no. Are you drunk right now? Because they know you drunk tweet. You've done it. Yeah, I'm making a point that you need to be able to. Now, Jeremy can't laugh at himself. He's very insecure and has a big ego. He can't laugh at himself. Yeah, you stand your ground and don't put up with their shit. They'll attack you because they don't want someone with balls. I've had people say to me before, dude, don't talk about Jeremy. He's fucking crazy. Like, get the fuck out of here.
About how little it bothered him. He then leaked DMs of me from 2 years ago showing that I complimented him for helping out another YouTuber with something. I don't really remember what it was, but it seemed like it meant a lot to him. And I don't.
Yeah, anyone who sucks Jeremy's dick, he'll put a shrine of you in his wall because he just wants yes men.
I don't want to be the guy to take that away. I told him to clutch it, hang on to it, frame it on your wall. You will remember this as the before time.
I like this guy a lot.
He then
Before an internet rando respect me doesn't really register as anything important. Wish you the best, kid. Be well. You're gonna need the well wishes here, Chief, because all this stuff is. You ever notice that Jeremy's not as aggressive with this as he used to be? Probably because he sees the walls are closing in around him. You notice that? If you farted in Jeremy's direction, he was making a 20-minute video on you. All of a sudden, he's not. Wonder why. Maybe because everyone's catching on that you're a fucking fraud? I don't know.
Reiterated that he doesn't care and said, wish you the best, kid. I don't want any bad blood between me and Jeremy. That's why I'm extending the peace offer by giving him this. Yes, my DMs from 2 years ago framed. And unlike his tweet, I actually went through the effort of including the
I like this
date.
guy a lot.
So Jeremy, just send me your address, your P.O. box, whatever, and I'll get this mailed right away. Shout out to the Patreon.
I gotta piss real quick and I'll be right back. Oh man, that was wonderful. Yo, here's his link again to his channel. That's fucking awesome. Lamont 85, you're welcome. But what the fuck did I do? I thank you. Or you're welcome, I mean. Dude, look. You could think whatever you want to about me. I don't. EDP 446 donated to me. Okay. Oh yeah. Can I actually watch this though? Why is this down? All right, sure, we'll watch it. Fuck it. We'll go out with a bang with this. Okay, let's watch this. Can I watch it, or is he gonna say something really fucking stupid? Because Gavin McGinnis is also a piece of shit. Like, straight up, full stop.
Hey, Copper.
Hello, Gavin.
How are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
You look like the Greek god of fire.
Okay.
Is that because of my red hair?
And your fluorescent pink chemise. What do you got there? Is that just the way the colors are coming through?
Oh, no, this is a pink jacket.
Is that a gay pride thing?
It's whatever you want it to be, man. I'm wearing it because it keeps me warm. You know how cold it is right now in Georgia?
I have heard it's quite cold. Is that why your cheeks are red too? Is that for breast cancer awareness?
Cheeks are red because I'm a ginger.
And that doesn't mean a white man.
No.
There's so much you've covered in your video about objectifying black men and how women are systematically and seriously oppressed in today's society, about how gays are people too. I don't even know where to start.
Gays aren't people? Because someone has a different sexual preference, they aren't people? As long as it's two consenting adults, what do you give a shit? Here we go.
No, I just say that Milo, I don't mean to just go to that, but I just want to get right now off my chest. I don't really think Milo's actually gay. I think that he's a fake gay. I don't think any real gay person, is going to be that conservative. I think that if he was a liberal, I wouldn't have attacked him if he was a
No, I believe he's gay. Milo Yiannopoulos, absolutely. He went through gay conversion therapy. Now he's magically straight now, from what I heard.
liberal because
That sounds kind of prejudiced. Are you a bigot towards conservatives?
No, I'm not a bigot towards conservatives. Okay.
No, I'm not a bigot towards conservatives. I'm a bigot towards assholes like you because you're a fucking asshole, Gavin.
I think if anyone's a bigot, no offense, but I think all of you are the bigots. You're all the white cis male bigots. And you're attacking people that are, in your opinion, lower than you.
Michael, I want you to get laid, okay? I can tell you don't get laid a lot. When you do all this white knight shit, it turns pussies dry.
I'm not white knight, okay?
If you want to get laid, you gotta grow balls. When you do this fucking faggot shit, women don't want to fuck you. Even the biggest feminists, their boyfriends are fucking bikers. You need to grow your hair long, get a leather vest, and sit on a fucking crotch rocket.
Yes. That the women will just come fucking storming in for you. Like, oh, come on. Yeah, looking like a character from Double Dragon in 1986 will get you all the pussy. I guarantee. Listen to... Fuck Gavin McGinnis, man.
I'm proud to be a social justice warrior, okay? Everyone keeps calling me that in the comments. And
no one is gonna fuck you, ever!
Yes, listen to the fascist wizard over there. No one's gonna fuck him.
What? Do you know how dry pussies get when you say social justice warrior?
You act like you slay pussy all the time, Gavin.
I'm married now, but when I was your age, I had every STD under the sun. I had chlamydia, gonorrhea.
That's something to be proud of. I had herpes, I had AIDS, I had syphilis all at once. Fuck you. Gavin, I hope to God this is an act, man, because if you really feel this way, you're well, then again, there are people like the quartering. They exist. They're real. You had fucking Ethan Ralph throwing around all those delicious gamer words, man.
Everything but fucking crabs. You know why? Because I was an asshole. I'm trying to help you.
You know, you're not trying.
You're trying to help him by telling him advice to get sexually transmitted diseases? Split.
Trying to help me. You're just trying to promote this white stereotype that we're all racists. Well, no, I'm not. I'm not white. All of you are.
Wait, did you just fuck up your script there? I think you just messed up your lines. You think that I'm trying to push this shit that we're all racist? I thought that's your thing. You even called Milo racist for sucking black cocks.
I don't mess up. I'm not messing up lines. I'm saying that you are promoting the stereotype by your actions, by the way you're acting. You know, you're making everyone else look bad. I mean, when
Look, I know a decent amount about Gavin. I don't know that much about this copper cab guy. I don't know if it's a shtick with him. I don't know anything about him. I just know Gavin is a piece of shit. I appreciate your thank you, Lamont. Thank you for appreciating my birds. They're beautiful birds.
I'm making everyone look bad. You're the guy with cum dripping out of his mouth every time you talk.
I have not seen the cum, Gavin. I have seen no cum. That is a cum-free face. So you're saying that, you know, walking around with a like leather vest on a bike, that'll get you all the ladies, right? That sounds like that episode of Dr. Steve Brule where he has that guy and he's like, I'm a bear, which means like a big husky gay guy. I believe is what bears are. And so he went to a bear convention on his bike thinking that they're all tough guys because he had like the leather vest on and stuff. Is that what are you really saying, Gavin? You want to go to one of those conventions, buddy? You little... Anyone who's like Gavin, they grew up super fucking religious or they're closeted and in denial about it. It's one of the two. It's either or. Or both. And no, that's not true. It's or both. Maybe he's both. Maybe he's just... I've known some people that did not want to come out. Oh, I'd love to have a debate with Gavin McGinnis because I would just be so passive aggressive. I would drive him fucking insane. Or the quartering. I'd love to have the quartering come on and talk about, hey, Jeremy, I am giving you an invite. I'm inviting you on the show to discuss you using a malicious psychopath for information against me. Come on, come talk about it. We could have a discussion. I'll have Matt Jarbo moderate it. Come on. You're truly good people. Rich Cheers holds up a 50 milligram gummy. God bless and God bless you too. I think I had a hoodie that was pink one time, man, and it's all good. And I'm straight. Gives a fuck.
Why is it so viscous?
Not because of people like you.
It was dangling on your chin. I could see there was white in it. Those are the sperms.
When you're attacking...
Thank you for the biology lesson, Gavin.
Women, you're attacking my mother. You're attacking
your mother's dead, asshole.
What?
Isn't your mother dead?
Yes, she is dead.
So how am I attacking her?
It has nothing to do. That's neither here nor there. That's not right. I don't know why you would even bring that up.
Well, you're calling me a motherfucker, and I'm like, you're calling me a necrophiliac.
Oh, he's such garbage. That's the same thing that... And look, believe me, I know that, like I said earlier, Mr. Medicker's no fucking angel. He's done some shady shit. But the guy's going through cancer, and he's making jokes. Like, they're such low blow pieces of garbage. And they all pretend that they're tough guys, too. You want to see some guys in leather pants on there? You're homophobic fucking weirdos, man.
I'm not calling.
It's like the guy from American Beauty. They make all these fucking homophobic jokes at the end. He's trying to make out with Lester Burnham, which the irony that character was played by what's his fucking name? Yeah, he's projecting, dude. Gavin would love a dick in his ass. I'm just letting you know right now. Gavin, thank you very much. Like, literally. Like, that's, like, there's nothing wrong with being gay, Gavin. It's okay. As long as it's two consenting adults, I don't lose any respect for. You apparently think it's a bad thing. What's the matter? Do you want some cum on your face? Is that what it is, Gavin? You want a rope shot across your face from one of the birds? Is that what you would like? Are you just in denial about it? You want a rope? Yeah, go up to Cameron about wearing pink. Go up to Cameron. See what happens, Gavin.
Calling you a necrophilia, I'm just saying that you're making women feminists more and more. Like by the way you act, you're acting so chauvinistic.
How old are you?
I mean, I've seen some of your videos, and some of them have made me literally cry laughing. But most of them, like 99% of them, have legitimately made me feel offended. Like my chest is hurt for women because it's almost like you're bullying them. I am like the anti-hater. I don't mean to come across like I'm attacking.
We're gonna do the 150 for specific games, and I'll do 3 hours for I'm gonna play another 3 hours of Kingdom Hearts tomorrow. Oh, God, but I'm going to.
I get offended I guess I get offended easily when I'm touchy because I have a lot of women in my family. I've been raised by mostly women.
Yeah, and look what they've done. They've made a sub-fag. You're below a gay.
Not a sub-fag.
Oh my God! What a piece of shit.
Okay?
Sorry, sub-homo.
I'm a straight
every fag I know is more masculine than you. These women have stripped you of your testosterone. Why are you living at home with your fucking, what do you guys call them, gubbies or nunu or?
First of all, it's not a gubby or fucking new. It's my meemaw, okay?
Okay, sorry.
And second of all, I am way more masculine than that.
This almost seems kind of staged in a way, doesn't it?
Fuck boy Milo. You know, he's a piece of shit. I mean, honestly, he's literally the Antichrist.
That sounds pretty masculine to me. Ra estu Nero for Ilonio. Speaking Latin and fucking black dudes. That's pretty masculine. Hey, look, Copper, ultimately, we're so far ahead of you here that we want to come back in time and reach down and, help.
Oh, yeah, you're so far ahead. Yeah, real masculine men are wearing vests on biker. What gay bar do you go to, Gavin? Just put it out there, bro. What gay bar do you go to? You want no one? You got the beard. Like, I'm telling you, one day we're going to just see on the news that Gavin McGinnis found with a cock up his ass in a random bathroom in some bar.
You up. And that involves you becoming a man. You should move out of the house at 18. You don't live with your fucking meemaw. However, it's hard to tell with gingers if you're 8 or 80. How old are you?
I'm 23.
Time to get out of the house and get your dinky stinky, faggot.
Wow.
See, this is what I'm talking about. You sound literally like one of those bullies in the back of my high school bus back in the day.
Yeah.
Like,
bullies are underrated. You know, when we had bullies, we created Steve Jobs. We created the Silicon Valley. Those wedgies made your fucking iPhone.
Just because, okay.
That's that is the Gavin McGinnis story of Steve Jobs. Once upon a time, Steve Jobs got underwear pulled up in his ass, and the next thing you know, out came an iPhone. That is the biography of Steve Jobs, according to Gavin McGinnis. Thank you, Gavin. Yeah, I know, dude, but it's still Gavin McGinnis. I showed how he said the January 6th was the meandering, where he cherry-picked, even though I watched it live and saw the chaos going on, he cherry-picked where the guy who was like, had the QAnon shaman or whatever the fuck his name was, like walking down the aisle of the Senate hall or whatever, or Congress, and he was like, yeah, man, what's going on? Oh, you got shot in the face. God bless, bro.
Just because women are less like physically strong doesn't mean you get to push them around. around.
I don't push them around. I want them doing their magical powers, which is breeding, making babies.
Oh my God. Yo, I'm telling you. Gavin, people like Gavin McGinnis, the Quartering, lump them all together. They're all apes. They think like that movie we watched Samurai Cop. That's how they feel like real life should be. Like, oh, I'm going grocery shopping today. Oh wow. Oh look, there's a female cashier here. Oh hi sir. I would thank you for have a great day. How would you like cash, check, or charge? And would you like me to suck your cock before you leave? Lamont85, thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate that. Like, they think that's like, remember how the guy with the fucking hair, I won't do the, I know I've been doing the applause too much, but, Mike Cottrell, why does that name ring a bell, bro? And you're an audio engineer. Nice shit, dude. That's a good gig. So thank you very much. Like, that's the they think like the Samurai Cop, how like every woman there was like, hey, how you doing today? Oh yeah, we have to investigate this crime scene. Do you want me to sit on your face after we do that? Like, they think that's how it really should go.
Sure, some of them are tough enough to be in the Marines. They're called lesbians. You are pretending that they're all exactly the same, and they should all fucking Supermans.
That's true,
should be
Jason.
Clark Kent and working at the Daily Bugle. No. Clark Kent is a shitty journalist. Some of Supermen might be good, but the majority of them should use their magic power. And
yeah, you're a fantastic. He's not. I don't know. Whatever the fuck you call him. He's terrible no matter what he.
Making babies and shaping lies. Now, when we take men out of the equation, we shape lies like you and make these giant fucking ginger babies who drink moonshine all day.
That's not moonshine. That's sweet tea my meemaw made me. And second of all,
your meemaw made you into a pussy. She made you into a sweet tea.
Oh, I would love to debate Gavin McGinnis. I don't know if I could on his channel. Well, yeah, I could. I would love to. I would handle it so much differently. Or the Quartering. Come on, Jeremy. Come talk about all that damning information you had out there for me. Dude, come on. Come on my channel. The invite's there, bro. The invite is there. We could have some fun. Explain your way out of it, dude. Here, I hand you a bird of invitation. Cheers. He won't do it though, because he knows you'd be it's already damning the evidence that we have. He comes on here, he wouldn't be able to worm his way out of it. I can't handle Jeremy. Please.
Why don't women have paid maternity leave? Can you tell me that you would talk about pregnant women?
Because they don't need paid maternity leave. If we had followed the system that the Lord set up, the man...
The Lord? He looks like Moses. He looks like
would be paying for her bills. Why do women have to work? Why do they need maternity leave? And by the way, the free market...
So Gavin's saying that basically women should just be there to reproduce. In theory, if you really want to get down to it, that's what we're all here to do, Gavin. That's what you and I have cocks for. Unfortunately, I have seen his dick. I know I've talked about this before. It has traumatized me, so I can't let it go. I was just simply innocently scrolling down his Twitter feed, and Gavin McGinnis was running on a beach, and his dick was swinging around back and forth.
There's plenty of maternity leave on its own because it happens naturally.
Did Jesus want everyone to see your cock on Twitter, Gavin? Is that what you're saying? The Lord himself, like that? I'm telling you, he's in the closet gay. He's in the closet gay, and he's in denial about it. Dude, this guy is insane, Deadeye.
You mean the government? Why doesn't the government pay maternity leave?
Single women make 60% less of what we do.
And look what happens when single women raise children. They wear fucking pink zip-ups and he eats sweet tea.
I mean, Milo, okay, don't talk about me being raised because you don't understand where I come from.
I think your mother died of shame.
You're a racist bigot and you're a cocksucking fucker. Pardon my language. I'm sorry.
What's the matter?
Oh, let's see, because I wouldn't lose my cool with them. See, that's the thing. Gavin's loving this right now. This is exactly what he wanted. Because when someone gets angry, I've learned this about doing this shit for a long time. Okay, and I lose my. I'm human. I lose my shit once in a while, but it always seems like you lost, even if what you're saying is more accurate and factually correct or backed up by evidence than the person you're losing it against. Because you're losing your cool, Gavin looks like he's in control here. You can't do that. There are many men who frequent discreet bathrooms in Canada that refer to him as the angry tickler. Gavin? Yeah. Gavin McGinnis. And the thing is, like, yeah, Jesus, and you're sitting here using, like, homophobic fucking slurs, dude.
I was sucking cock. You're the master of it. I've never seen you without cum in your mouth. You're real.
Yeah, what Gavin's doing is that, look, he could be, like, Copper Cab, I think is his name. He could be 110% in the right, but him losing his cool makes Gavin look like he's right. I've learned that. It took a long time, but I've learned all the fucking mental psyops that all these pieces of shit play throughout the years of doing this.
Real asshole, you know that? See, and people like you is the reason I'm voting for Hillary. We need a woman in office.
No, Mima. Mima is why you're voting for Hillary. You've been castrated, and I don't think you're beyond the point of no return.
Hillary was fucking garbage. She goes again in 2024. Get out of here.
Step 1, you got to get a house with some dudes, a shitty apartment, sleep by the furnace. Step 2, you got to get a dishwashing job. You'll get bare minimum wage. You'll do okay.
Yeah, bullies didn't create Steve Jobs. Yeah, good point.
And you learn to riff in the kitchen, and you learn to hang out with black people.
Because you always find out. A lot of times you find out that they were bullied.
Who will help you with your testosterone problem. Step 3, you got to get a vehicle, a motorbike. I know it's not going to be anything fancy. 50 cc's will do. Step 4, you're going to get a BJ, and you'll see what they feel like to actually receive them instead of give them. And then that pink cardigan's going to be replaced with a nice fucking flannel, and you're going to be a man.
Cumia, don't you take orders from Anthony Cumia? Is that correct? And that your boss?
Who the fuck told you that? Rat?
Okay, well, I'm just saying I'm not going to take tips from a guy who takes orders from a woman beater. All right, that's all I'm saying.
I'm glad you brought that up, actually. I was going to mention this at the beginning of the show. If my boss did hit a woman, I would be gone in a second. So would everyone, by the way. No one works for someone who beats the shit out of a woman. That is a fucking myth. So the ones that are staying here are clearly the ones that know the whole story. All right? Shit for brains? You have been brainwashed into taking up all these causes because, I don't know why. I guess it gets you more hits. That's not, what does YouTube pay you? You probably get $400 bucks
I don't do anything for
a year.
hits. That's just like this fucking myth. I mean, hello, have you seen my upload? Like, first of all, my...
Gavin literally put something up his hole on air. Dude, I'm telling you, we're gonna fight. It's gonna be in the news one day that he gets like caught like sucking a cock somewhere. I'm just letting you know. Only people that act like him are like I'm telling you, go watch American Beauty. He reminds me of the Chris Cooper's character in it. Yeah, people, and it causes psychological problems too. Yeah, oh yeah, people getting it makes people mad if they get bullied in school. They grow up to be tough and create products. Get the fuck out of here. No shit. Donald Trump spray tanned ass. Anger is the currency. Yeah. Oh shit, what did I hate when that happens. Fuck. Please say it saved the spot. Of course it didn't. Why would it do that?
So would everyone, by the way. No one works for someone who beats the shit out of a woman. That is a fucking myth. So the ones that are staying here are clearly the ones that know the whole story. All right? Shit for brains?
Yes, Steven Crowder wants dicks all over his face. Anyone that blatantly homophobic like him over and over and over again, he's like, God, I just want those cocks.
You have been brainwashed brainwashed into taking up all these causes because I don't know why. I guess it gets you more hits. That's not. What does YouTube pay you? You probably get $400
I don't do anything for
a year.
hits. That's just like this fucking myth. I mean, hello, have you seen my upload? Like, first of all, my views have dropped, and second of all, my upload history has been sporadic. I've never had a fucking like.
Sporadic.
Oh, well, look Friday for my new video.
It's
I mean,
sporadic.
half those times when I say that shit, I never do. I don't get any YouTube. Okay, I have a television show. I don't need YouTube for currency for money.
Weird thing I learned the other day. The dad from Alf went from Alf to gay video to crack. Supposedly the crack was working from on Alf like PTSD. So he got like PTSD from working on Alf?
Money. I do it because I love it, and I have a voice, and all these women out there, they don't have a voice, whereas you have the fucking Gavin McGinnis show. I don't see any feminists or any, non-cis male white gender people out there having their own reality TV shows or their own fucking, their thing. I'm going to use my television show to push against people like you. No offense to you, but I think everyone deserves a voice.
That is Justin Bieber.
Okay, let's wrap it up. What are the problems with the world? We have a racist world, right? It's racist in America.
It's extremely like sided to the white cisgender,
So if a black kid grows up in a modern America in 2016, and he won't be able to get an education, it'll be very, very hard for him to become a lawyer or a doctor because he doesn't have because of racism.
White privilege. When a black guy walks down the street and passes a cop, he doesn't think, and he has to worry that the cop is going to come around and shoot him, or because he's wearing a hoodie. But if a white guy walks past the cop, you know as well as I do, Gavin, you know that.
Yeah, the profiling is real, man. I know black people that tell you that it's a thing. It's a real fucking thing.
He's not.
But it's downplayed. But it's funny is that, like, not to bring up Ethan Ralph again, but even the gamer word came out of his mouth last night. Yeah, but racism is just a myth. It doesn't really happen. Just to clarify, my joke was about Gavin, and the tickler was a beard. He's a turbo jerk to think he was the founder of Vice. Yeah, I wonder what happened. I think it's almost like he's just doing this to get back at Vice. I bet you he doesn't. He's just a shady fucking guy. Gavin is operating in pure bet. He only engages in this conversation to the extent that he can make his opponent appear irrational and weak. Yeah. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, once you lose your cool like this, you always seem to be at a loss. The Dems are a joke. Because they're on the same team, dude. They want to be. It's by design.
Worrying. He's just like, whatever, it's cop. White privilege is being able to go and, like, take a white girl out and not have to worry about their parents, attacking you because of the skin color.
Yeah, but shit for brains. You're ignoring patterns here. You see, the cops are more dubious of blacks because they've noticed a pattern. The white privilege thing you're talking about has been earned. The reason women don't clutch their purse when I'm in an elevator is because this tends not to steal purses. If I was black and I got on an elevator and someone clutched their purse, I would be mad at the blacks who had stolen so many purses that they formed a pattern that gave people the natural instinct to run the odds in their head and go, I should clutch my purse a little bit here.
Okay, well, if that's the case, then why isn't there cops in every fucking school? Because every single school shooter and church shooter is a white, disgusting, cisgender male.
Mass shootings are not a pattern here. You know how many people...
Mass shootings aren't a pattern? And as much as he's saying it like an idiot and losing his cool too much, he has a valid point there, Gavin. Most school shooters are white. I don't know. It's a pattern.
People were murdered by gangs last year. It's about 2,000 a year. You know how many are murdered with mass shootings? I don't know, 4, 5. It's statistically irrelevant. It's actually 0. The margin of error is 0.
Oh my God.
And yes, mass shooters do tend to be white. And you know what? The FBI profiles accordingly. And yes, there should be armed guards at all schools. The more guns, the merrier. Are you now a pro-gun dude?
The more guns, the merrier. Yeah, you know what? It's kind of dystopian, Gavin. Like, when I went to school, you didn't have to have where the door was locked and there was security or a cop there, and it was like 2 walls to go in. That's normal. Just more guns will solve that problem. Just have guns everywhere. Holy shit.
Yeah, I mean, well, no, I'm always been.
Oh, just get fucking laid, you moron. Jesus Christ, you're fucking pathetic. 23 years old, drinking sweet tea in the middle of the day. That's why you're fat, by the way.
I'm not fat. I'm big.
You're a fucking sphere. You look like Humpty Dumpty is going to the Olympics.
You're literally just throwing me elementary bullies in lines. Is this how you got a TV show? Really, Gavin? Why don't we get some people that know the facts, the statistics? Not just a random bearded white cis man.
Give me a statistic, Gorilla Mask.
Yeah, that's why I wouldn't give him an outburst. I wouldn't give him an outburst, Lyoko.
A statistic?
Yeah.
Okay, married women or single women make 60% less than gender straight men like you.
And why do you think that is, fucktard?
Because women are being suppressed by men. Do you know that most of the fucking professors are males? That's why you always see in the pornographies that it's a male teacher.
Oh, this is really just getting stupid on both ends now. He's like, the Copper Cab is like the worst debater ever.
No, what's funny, asshole?
Gavin would have had a tougher debate with a fucking potato.
Single women make less money than rich white men because rich white men are better at stuff that makes money than single black women are.
I don't understand how you're not able.
Single black women don't.
Yeah, that's not racist at all. What facts is that stem from, Gavin? Please, what research have you done for that besides I'm a fucking idiot university? Where did you go to for those facts, Gavin? I would love to see your research on that.
Exactly, excel in finance.
No, single.
And part of the reasons is you got to get up at 4 a.m. for the China markets.
Single women in general are making less than men.
Here's another thing that's never occurred to you. Have you ever considered the possibility that Mima is lazy?
No, she's not lazy. She actually worked a day job, a night job, and a weekend job.
What's she doing right now, though, besides sitting on her ass making sweet tea for a fucking beta male ginger sphere?
Mima got 5 hours of sleep a night for 30 years. They got 4 or 5 hours.
He's using all the edgy words that in 2016, like him and Milo were using. All those keywords, beta. You don't hear them used as much. They're still around, though.
Sleep. She raised 3 children on her own because my grandpa was a deadbeat loser.
Yeah, well, that's the tragedy here, is the lack of men in the family. And I'll take your hit with Mima's hard work. I'll assume you're not lying. But for the most part, single moms are lazy. And it's a really shitty thing to do to a kid.
What?
Become a single mom knowingly. Most single moms are single moms by choice. And look what they create.
My grandpa.
Look at you.
Terrible.
So they should stay in a toxic like, what the fuck? Oh my god. And there's people that look at this guy and be like, you know what? Yep, everything he says makes sense. And then the even scarier thing is that people like with that mindset vote. And do you think they vote for rational things? Republican, Democrat, who gives a fuck? But do you think that they're voting like, oh, he's an alpha male. I bet his cock is huge. He got my vote. Oh my God.
He was also.
Look in the mirror. Grow a fucking beard and wear a camel hat. You're in Georgia.
First of all, I have a beard, okay?
No, a beard.
I didn't get
Not
a
a gorilla
notification.
mask.
I'll check after the stream, bro.
All right, bye. I've had enough of you.
Yeah, peace, asshole.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Grow a fucking nut. That was fun. I have no idea if that guy is a troll or not.
I would love to have a debate with Gavin McGinnis. Gavin, you are also more than... You could come on my show and have a discussion, pal, if you would like one too. I'll handle it a little bit different, though. It'll be a more complex, kind of like a Rubik's Cube. Battle of the Minds. Be fun.
I don't know if he's kidding, and
It'd be a family-friendly stream between me and Gavin McGinnis. I wouldn't be using any of the gamer words, though, because I'm not a piece of shit.
It's weird to argue with someone like that because it's sort of like you're in an improv troupe. So their number one rule is this gay yes and thing where they go, so you got out of prison, and you have to go, yes, and it was real hard. You never say no, I wasn't, because it kills the vibe. So
Yeah, Copper Cab is kind of, I've heard he was a clown before, but this is Gavin McGinnis' shtick.
am I having fun with a fellow actor? Or am I trying to school a retard? Shane from North Carolina, are you there?
Okay, that now I've lost some IQ points. That was fun. Obviously, you know, the words that came out of his mouth I do not agree with. Just want to make that abundantly clear. It's kind of an unavoidable word. It's everywhere, man, the F word, huh? I thought it's died down its use more, but it's still there. It's still everywhere. I can't, you know. Anyway, this was a fun fucking evening. I got to go do some shit behind the scenes. Got some sponsor spots I got to work on now. Regular chat, super chat. All of you guys. New members tonight. I appreciate all of you. We got more Kingdom Hearts coming tomorrow because someone paid again to make me play it because they like that I lose my mind while playing the fucking game. Got some videos, and I got to do some more Wii U stuff. So I will see you tomorrow. And I'm going to shut the fuck up now because I'm rambling because I'm tired and still stoned, bird. Stunning and brave.